What's up, everybody? Christion Willett here, the voice of my generation. I just wanted to speak on a topic today that's been on my heart all week, right? Are you average? Are you living an average life? Are you going to settle for an average life? And are you going to continue to live average, or do you want to change your life? Okay? And I want you to understand, when we think about the average life, we ain't talking about money. Right? We ain't talking about what kind of car you drive. We ain't talking about what kind of clothes you wear. We're talking about, is your life average in the aspect of who you want to be? What are you striving for? What are your goals? The way you live, the way you think, and the person that you are. That is what I talk about when I talk about average. You can be a millionaire, you could be average, and you could be the poorest person in the world and you could be average. But when we think about what does it mean to live an extraordinary life, a life filled with purpose, a life filled with love, a life filled with joy, we're talking about the life that God has called you to be. So we ain't talking about a dollar sign. We're not talking about what kind of car you drive. We're talking about the person you are, the dreams that you have, and the life that you deserve. So let's talk about this, right? Are we going to settle for average? Every single day, I think a lot of people are settling for average. I think a lot of people just settle for the first job they called them. A lot of people just settle for the first relationship that walked into their life. A lot of people just settle for whatever they could afford. A lot of people just settle for whatever house that they could find. A lot of people are just settling in life, and that's why you average. So the first thing that we got to understand is we got to stop settling. We got to stop believing that what's in front of us is what we need for our life, and that's what God has for us. We got to stop settling, and we got to start to understand the purpose of God's will for our life and understand who we can and who we will strive to be moving forward in our future. That's how you take average off your life. See, the way that you live a spectacular, phenomenal life and take average off your life is when you understand that you have more to give to this world other than what you're settling for, that you have more to offer in making people happy and changing lives and starting their business and working for their dream job, getting your dream house, your dream car, right? Why are we going to settle for average when we can live great? Why are we going to settle for being an average person, a mediocre person, when we could be the person that gives, when we could be the person that loves, when we could be the person when everyone around us is hating, have a bad attitude, we could be a phenomenal person, we could have energy? Why are we going to settle for an average life? We got to stop thinking average. We got to stop thinking basic. We got to stop believing that because my mama didn't do it, because my brothers and sisters didn't do it, because nobody around me did it, that I can't do it. That's how you live a phenomenal life. You got to see a vision farther than what's in front of you. You got to have a vision that you can't see, but you got faith and believe that that vision is going to come to life. You see, one thing about me, I always believed that I had this voice. I always believed that I had this passion. I always believed that I had a bigger purpose for my life than what everybody else may saw from me or what everybody else thought of me. I always believed that everything that I was called to be was inside of me, but I just had to bring it out. See, that's what it means when you're not average. When you're not average, you believe it's something bigger than you, something that's bigger than that you could ever think of. See, I'm not average because I'm going to change my generation with my voice. I'm going to give back to my generation, back to my community. I'm going to do the things that God has called me to be because I'm not average, right? Are you going to continue to be average? Are you okay with settling for that job that you're working there right now? Are you okay with settling for not chasing every dream that you have for your life? Are you going to continue to be average? And sometimes you got to realize that your purpose and your goals don't need to come from you, that they need to come from a higher power so that you can understand that your life is not average. You got to stop thinking and believing that you average. I came from God. Ain't nothing average about me. Ain't nothing average about my dreams. Ain't nothing average about my goals. I know who I am. I expect greatness. I am greatness. I am everything that God is going to call me to be. But are you believing it, or are you just believing that you're average? Are you going to constantly work at the job that you hate? Are you going to constantly be around them same friends that talk bad about you that's fake? Are you going to constantly be with that same man or woman that's not treating you right, but they convenient, they around, they haven't left you? It's okay. Are you going to continue to believe that the life that you live is the life that you have, that this life that was given to you? Or are you going to go for everything that God's calling you to be, right? We're trying to take the cap off, and we're not average. We not average. We phenomenal. We extraordinary. We special. We are everything that we can be. We just got to tell ourselves, and we got to believe it, and we got to strive for it. We got to strive for greatness. A lot of us are average because we ain't even took the step to strive for greatness. A lot of us are average because we too realistic with our thoughts. Oh, that'll never happen for me. Oh, I could never start that business. Oh, that job I would never be able to get that job. I'm not smart enough. I'm not strong enough to get into that school. I'm not smart enough to start that business. When are we going to believe that we not average? So what I want you to do is I want you to take the average statistics off your life. I want you to take the average thoughts out your life. I want you to take the average feelings out your life, the average people out your life, the average decisions out your life, the average job out your life, and I want you to make it phenomenal. I want you to make it great. I want you to make it special. I want you to make it everything that you dream to be. I want you to chase your dreams. I want you to chase your passions. I want you to chase your love. I want you to chase everything that God is calling you to be, because we cannot be average. Christion Willett, the voice of my generation. I refuse to be average. I refuse to let somebody tell me who I can and can't be. I refuse to settle for the things that I have right now in life, when I know I can strive for greatness, when I know I can help reach communities, when I know I can help save people. I know I can help change lives with my voice, with my thoughts, with my faith in Jesus Christ. I know I can help people. So why would I be average and be selfish and not do it? Christion Willett, the voice of my generation. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share so we can be great together.